it's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people come on the show and I always ask them like, okay, like what's your favorite biohack? And typically the answer is something emotional, actually. It's about being grounded or having a good solid morning routine that starts the day with sunlight or prayer or something like that. But when you are sick, it's really hard to have that emotional stability so that you can also function physically and change your physical routine. What did you incorporate first? What did you do?
Well, the first thing that's coming to my mind is going on a carnivore nutrition plan.
Mm.
Because as someone who's used to working out, someone who is heavily into lifting heavy, into CrossFit, into a lot of yoga, I was doing a lot of things with my body. That doesn't sound right, but I was doing a lot of movement with my body. And to not be able to do that, because every time I did a good CrossFit workout, my glucose would just shoot up. I would vomit with all of that sugar in my blood. So when went carnivore, I started putting muscle back on. I was able to have a meal and say, okay, this makes me feel full and it's not, skyrocketing my blood glucose and I'm not doing those yo-yos. So the first thing that my body welcomed very happily was going on an animal based diet. Then of course there were these other things, but I want to say one thing over here. People find it hard to adjust to these things, which basically means they're so away from their own body and nature.
Mm.
They're so detached from what actually we are meant to do and how we're supposed to live. So when you bring them to these things, they face so much resistance because they're so away from it. But the minute you start coming close to it, it feels like this is how you were always meant to live.